Hello wonderful people, welcome back to my channel. In this video we'll be drafting a calm collar vintage shirts for unisex wear. First I'm going to take my shirt length, which is 29, and I'll add 2 inches to that. Then I'll go ahead to mark. The measurement I have on fold here is my chest circumference divided by 4 plus 6 inches plus 1 inch stitching allowance. Now I'm going to go down by 4 inches for the shoulder slope, and I folded a flap of 6 inches. So what I folded at the front is 6 inch. Now I'm going to mark down my slope, and because we're going to have a shortage of 2 inches when we mark the slope is why we added 2 inches at the beginning. So now we're going to have our 30 inches. So I did 30 inch plus 2 so that I would not have shortage. So this is the front bodice. I'll just pin it so it's not going to be moving. Now I'm going to place the front on another piece of fabric that is on fold, and then I'll mark 4 inches at the bottom. You can see I didn't place it at the beginning of the other one. Make sure that what we have there is 4 inch, and then you go ahead to cut it out. So now that you're done cutting it out, you're going to drag the front down, drag it to the beginning, and then you fold the excess that is on top. You're going to fold it half inches on top of the front, so you can see that the back is overlapping the front. Now I'm going to take my shoulder measurement, which is 18. I'll divide it by 2. It's going to give me 9. I'll add 1 inch for ease allowance. Now I'm going to minus 2 inches from that 10, and then I'll come here and mark it. So whatever your shoulder divided by 2 give you, you minus it by 2 again. Find the midpoint and go out by 1 inch for the front. For the back, we're going to use the shoulder line to mark the curve, but for the front, we're going to go in by 1 inches. Now the reason why we minus 2 inches from the shoulders for the curve is so that the armhole will not be too big. Now for the neck, I'm going to use 4 inch by 2.5. I think this is okay for any adult, really. Now for the neckline, we're only cutting out the front, we're not cutting the back. So just look at the way I'm marking out what we're going to cut out. So just see the way I'm going to cut it out now. So that's all we're cutting out. For the armhole, I'll first cut the back, then I'll come and shape the front. So now that that is done, sorry, I'm going to measure my armhole. That gave me 11. So that is the armhole curve measurement I'll be looking for at the sleeve. For my sleeve length, I'm using 12 inches. Now I'll go down by 4 inch, come up by 2 inches, which is going to be my stitching allowance or my hem allowance. Then I'll create my curve. Don't forget that my sleeve length is 9 inches. I added 1 inch for ease and then 2 inches for stitching. And I'm doing this because this is a ready to wear dress. So for the sleeve, I used 8 inches plus 1 inch, and then I'll just mark it just the way you see me marking it. When I get to the allowance, I'll go outside, so we're not going to have any shortage. Cut it out and notch. The next thing you're going to cut out is the interfacing for the back. Place your back on a piece of folded fabric and cut it out. You can use 9 inches to cut your interfacing. I cut this off camera and that was a mistake. So now we're done with all our cutting. We're going to leave a piece of fabric to cut out our collar, but that will be when we are done sewing the dress. So we're going to see in the sewing tutorial. Bye.